Hello friends, welcome back to another episode. So in this episode I'm going to do some hands-on practice. I'm going to learn PHP and MySQL. I have another video in this channel, but that is a little bit old, and let's learn it from the beginning in 2025. So in 2025, if you want to learn PHP, then this course is going to help you to know how to use the latest tool and solve the problem first. And it is very interesting that AI can help you in doing some complex coding at a very fast space. All you need to know all the concepts of PHP. But don't worry, I will not start something which is not familiar. So if you have no background in coding or programming, you can follow along with this course, and by end of this lesson you will get a very much good confident on using this tool in building something like your own website. So our motivation is like an idea. You have an idea and you want to build your own website, and let's see how we can do the coding. So let's begin with what is PHP. So PHP is basically a web development related programming language. Its full form is hypertext processor, but as it is a server-side programming language, you can create dynamic pages using PHP. Now, PHP is being developed by a group of community and constantly improving it. Some guys has some comment on PHP, like it is a very beginner level programming language. It is not like that. Using PHP, you can build very advanced level application as well. So in 2025, if you want to learn PHP, then there is a growing opportunity available in this particular domain. When you get better understanding about this programming language and you can use the AI based tools, it will be like a additional skill to fulfill your idea into a reality. So what are the other benefits of PHP? First of all, it is free. You can easily download it and install it on your computer and then do a little bit of experiment on this. And you don't need to pay for this. Next is syntax is very simple. If someone has a background of any other programming language like JavaScript or C, he can easily understand PHP. And it is cross-platform. That means you can even develop as an application that will run on mobile and desktop. Apart from this, there is a robust community around PHP who are constantly uploading various type of packages, ready to use framework that you can reuse in your application, and you will get various type of sample code on GitHub that are like a boilerplate for starting your project. And that's why it is a rapid development tool, and help of AI is making it more faster. You can get the database connectivity in PHP, like you can connect a database to your dynamic pages. For example, you are creating a job site where employer are posting the job, and the interested candidate can apply on this job. In that case, the user management, the job listing management, employer management, candidate management, all these are possible through PHP and MySQL. The MySQL is like a database that is storing the data, and PHP is your front-end coding that can fetch data from the server, and that can create a dynamic page on the client web browser. So that is a basic requirement for any web application. Now, what are the tools you need to start your first programming on PHP? All you need a code editor. You can use Notepad++ or VS Code. There are many other tools free, downloadable from the internet, like Lime Text, but I prefer VS Code most. Then you also need a local server. For that you can use XAMPP or MAMP if you are a Mac user, or Laragon, which is these are like easy to install PHP on your computer, because PHP required a development environment that include an Apache server, PHP software, then your database, that MySQL database, and that's why it is called LAMP: Linux, Apache, MySQL database, and PHP. That is a complete stack of software. So these are the basic things which you can easily download from the internet. So what is the goal of this course? In this particular course, I'm not going to overwhelm you with advanced level coding concept, but we will make it very simple. Like if you have never done one program in your entire educational journey, then you can also learn PHP. It is not a big deal, because nowadays if you know at least one language like English, you can learn a programming language. So my goal is to make it simple. So how old is PHP? It was first released in 1995, not in 2000. We are in 2025 right now, so it is more than 40 years old. So as it is like popular all over the world, you will find a PHP developer near to your community, but there are very few professional developers who are really working in a very advanced level projects. So a great number of people actually involved in this community, and if you want to start your programming journey through PHP, you will find this community is very welcome centric. Like you will not find any difficulty to find a local community of PHP. So next part is, let's set up some server and do some hands-on coding. So even for a beginner level learner, server is not a new word. We frequently use this word when a website is like down, it is not working. We say, okay, the server is down right now. But what is exactly a server? A server work in a hotel or a restaurant, and you go to a restaurant, order for some pizza or something, and somebody come to your near to your table and asks, what is your order, ma'am? What is your order, sir? So this guy collect this information and go to the kitchen and inform that to the cook that these are the things we need, and then when the food is ready, he again serve it on your table. So server is not just like a physical hardware. It is also a software that is running either in cloud or in a physical data center, but we are not going to in that technical details. But let us assume that it is a software or a program that can process a request and respond you what you need. So how it is related to PHP? Like when you are browsing a page, you are requesting the server where the website is hosted that I want to see this contact us page or about us page, and the server is sending the data on your browser. Now, what is browser? We all know that Chrome is a browser, then Internet Explorer is a browser, or Microsoft Edge is a browser that help you to browse or open some online pages. So for downloading a server software on your PC, if you are a Windows user, type XAMPP on your Google Chrome or Bing and download this XAMPP software. That is actually a software that is free and easily installable by some click, and it is installing a number of software that relevant for developing a website. Basically, whatever you are developing in that environment is something, a mock-up of the live server. So when you move this website to a live server, it also run using the same kind of database and other software like MariaDB or MySQL. These are some database name, and PHP. So XAMPP is free to download. Go to the website that come first with this kind of logo, and this logo is like an X, letter X, and there is another software which is known as XAMPP server, which is also popular, so you can use any of this. Here is another software that you can use as an alternative of XAMPP. It is Laragon, and you can also download it. It includes MySQL. PHPMyAdmin is another software that is helpful for managing the database. It is like a database management system interface and graphical user interface. So you also need a text editor, and VS Code is free, easily downloadable from VS Code websites. And the feature of VS Code is little overwhelming for a beginner level coder. Alternatively, you can use a Notepad++, which is also free and easily downloadable. So generally a PHP file look like this, and when it runs on a website, run as a website, it is just like this. So say it is a beginner level job board where you can post a job and browse the list of jobs here. So say its revenue model is like that. When an employer want to post a job, he is going to pay you a subscription, and then candidates can create the profile for free of cost, and then they can apply. So as a result, the employer can get many candidates profile and resume, and then he can decide which one is more suitable, and it will make easy hiring process easy, like getting more and more option. Very simple, and of course you can build it using PHP. So this is our project, basic project idea. We'll start learning PHP from the scratch, and we'll develop this amazing website, simple website, after learning PHP. So once your server is installed properly, then go start your server by clicking this start all button. So it will basically open the Apache server. It will also start the MySQL database, and by right clicking this window, you can see that MySQL, then Apache, then PHP are installed in this package. So just create one new blank by clicking blank, create a blank app, name it, and I already create this. So I'm going to open my app. This app is a job 001, and at present it has no files. I have just added .env file and Gemini.md file and an index.php file. So let us open this folder. This folder looks like this. I'm opening this with VS Code. So once you create the VS Code, open the VS Code, it opens some release note. Just ignore these, click on this icon and see what are the files are there. So I'm creating a new file and naming it index.php. .php is the extension of any PHP file. So this file is now totally empty. I'm creating some HTML code here by pressing this sign and saying :php, control check here, :php, say echo hello world. You can see I don't need to think about writing the exact code here in 2025, because auto suggestion is just suggesting what kind of code I want to write. So just say yes, save, and at the same time let's open this hello world. Yes, showing here. Pretty simple. So what I need to learn as a beginner level coder, that this one is called the PHP opening tag and this one is called PHP closing tag. Every line in the PHP is ended with a semicolon. So PHP opening tag is like an angle bracket, question mark, PHP, and closing is like again a question mark and an angle. So inside this, whatever you are writing is like a PHP statement. So the server will read each line one by one and try to understand the instruction, and based on this it will display on your browser. So that is a basic understanding. Now we'll move forward. Now dear friend, I'm using the word Apache and MySQL again and again. Let me explain what is actually an Apache server. So it is an open source server program which you can download from Apache org website, and Apache is actually a kind of software that or web program that communicate between the database and the PHP file. So your database is like a database server where all the information are stored in rows and columns like in tables, and Apache server is acting like a local host. So local host is similar to a hosting server which is running on your own computer. So local host is a concept that is new for a beginner level, but end of the day, when you are doing coding, you don't need to think about this, because in very few occasions you need to deal with the server. Now here is another important thing, that you can see this page is an HTML page. As a PHP coder, do I need to learn HTML? Answer is yes. You need a basic understanding of how HTML work. If you are a completely beginner, you can check out my HTML related complete video in this channel, and I have explained very simple using simple example, and in future I'll repeat how to learn HTML in 2025 with the help of AI. Okay, so HTML is a markup language where you just mark up the tags on the page for displaying different kind of content, like it is a headline, it is paragraph, it is an image. So you mark up all those things using some tag, HTML tags. So PHP coder need to place his tag inside this HTML. This is very simple, right? So in 2025, things are very fast in AI based scenario. So why we need to spend more time just for clarifying the concepts? Yes. And let's see how AI can help us for creating some simple tasks. Say in this basic projects, we need to create 3 pages. One index page is already there. I want to create a simple login page and a register page first. So do I need to code everything from the scratch? So here is a file which is called Gemini MD, and here I'm going to write my planning in simple English language. You see what I have written as a planning. Like I want to create a simple job portal using PHP MySQL that and the primary goal is to create a functional platform where employers can post the job and job seeker can view them. That is the simple. I'm not developing another Indeed or LinkedIn kind of application. Very simple. And this is my planning. So define it in your Gemini.md so that Gemini can understand this. Then go to Gemini CLI GitHub. Here is a repository that developed by Google Gemini, and the details are written here. How to install Gemini on your computer so all you need to run this code, this simple code, you can copy it and then open your terminal on VS Code and then paste this code. So I'm not going to paste this code because I already installed it. And when you paste this code and press enter, then Gemini CLI software will be installed on your computer. Okay, so let's go to when I was learning PHP, there was no AI, something like this. So you have to write every code, debug it and everything. So once Gemini CLI is already installed, just type Gemini and enter. You will see a nice logo of Gemini will appear here, and that means the Gemini is already installed. It is properly installed. You will see this kind of logo, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time to make an update. So when I'm recording this video, the latest version is 0.8.2. So Gemini will automatically update its version. So here is a prompt where you can guide your CLI that what he needs to do. So it is completely free. All you need to create a Gemini API key. So how to create a Gemini API, that is the thing. So here in this GitHub page, the detail is there about how to create your Gemini API project ID. So all you need to follow the step, and there is some quota that every day how many requests you can send, like 100 requests per day using Gemini 2.5 Pro. And if you want to use this free version, then you get more request option. So this is something like your assistant who is helping you in doing coding. Now you want to do the coding and you have an assistant to write the code. All you need the right concept, how to instruct that coder to help you, and if it is showing some sort of bugs, then how to fix this. So on the Gemini.md page, I have added some more information about what I want to do in this project. So here I'm going to create basically these common pages: one job listing page, one job detail page, job posting page, and a management page where I can delete or edit the job post. And also I need a database connection. So this planning is written based on the concept. Now I am asking Gemini to check the planning of this application. So as a PHP developer, please read the development plan, then use the @ sign and write the page name where this information is there, the Gemini MD. Enter. So it is going to check the plan, and let's see how it is responding. In the meantime, let us discuss a little bit of basic things that we need to create a database, and using a config file, I'm going to connect this database, and in the database we'll need to create a table where we are going to list the jobs and jobs detail. So see how it is working. So it is going to create the config file first, and let us try to understand this code before saying yes, because the Gemini is asking, do I need to, he has already started working, so the code it has written is here. Just as a human, you are going to approve this. So let us try to understand each part of this code, and that is our learning process. So it is a file which is called config.php. As I said earlier, it has started with the PHP opening tag, and then it has defined the server. It is localhost, then username, user is root, password is empty, and the database name. So it has given the database name job_portal, and it is using a connection, MySQL connection, and if the connection fail, then this page or this PHP file will show cannot connect, this message. So I agree with this kind of planning. Okay, and let's say yes, then it will write this code here. So here I see there is a installation is done, new version is already installed, and when you say yes, it will do the coding. Just enter. So you can see immediately a config file is already created, and we need to do a little bit of adjustment here before going to the next tasks. So because Gemini is ready to complete all these tasks instantly, but will take time to understand it. So our database name is job_portal. So in this particular software, there is a tool which is called MyPHPAdmin, and it looks like this. It is also a free software. So here the username is root, no password. Already one database is here like job 101, and the database name is job 101. So I'm going to use this database. So here, instead of writing job portal, say write job 101 and save this file. Okay, now the database is connected. This file is connected the database. Now the next thing is it is saying that I have created the config file. Now I shall set up the database. I will execute the shell command to create the database and the job table. So what I am going to do, I am not going to allow running this. Instead, I will create the table. So say press escape. In the meantime, you can escape and say please provide me. So I have requested to provide me with the SQL so that I can run it on PHPMyAdmin. So it has provided me the SQL. All you need to copy this, and you can just paste it on the PHPMyAdmin. Or what if I told Gemini to create a SQL file .SQL file. So is it going to create a file? Yeah. Okay, so it has created the file. From the file it is easy to copy. So I'm going to copy this and going to, so here in this SQL tab, just paste the code, format it and run it. Okay, so one table is created here. Here we see this table is empty now. If I click on this structure, it has an ID, it has a title, description, location, created date. So these are the information related to the job. Now let's see what is the next step. In the next step, it is going to create one PHP file. So I have created this file. The next I am going to create post_job.php, which will create a form for employee to post a new job opening, and this form will capture the date, the job title, description, location, and insert it into the jobs table. Okay, so as a developer, you understand what is going to be done in this prompt. So all you need to say yes, I agree. But before that, let's analyze what are the code it has written. So the code is started from PHP opening. This particular line is connecting the database. Then for the form, these kind of variables are declared. So it is like a short form of declaring 3 variables and an error code. And you can see it has used some if else condition. Now for a beginner level learner, what is if else? It is a conditional statement. If the first line is true, that is, this line is true, this line is too big. Okay, if this is true, then it will go to the next block, and if it is false, then it will go to the else part. So here let's say, okay, you can do this, look at the code, you can study, or if you don't understand any particular part of this code, you can ask question to Gemini. So here is an HTML code. It is written using Bootstrap, and let's see how this page is looking. This output of this page will be a form. So say yes. So I see that it has created one PHP job post_job page. Now it is going to the next part. I'm going to create an index page to display the job listing and I'll connect the database to fetch the job and display them. Also you can edit, delete. So there is already a index page is there, so I'm going to delete this page, and now I'm saying yes, you can create an index page. It takes a little bit of time. Now it is ready to do the next part. Okay, index page is done. Now I'm going to create a job detail page where you can edit detail and delete the page. I'm saying okay, you can do this. So it is creating a job detail page. Next, it is going to create an edit job page, and it will fetch the job ID, and you can edit this job. It is going too fast for beginner level learner. Many things are skips, so that is the point I don't like. Depending on fully AI, AI can do its tasks, and if you are not understanding what it is doing, that is a big drawback of using AI. So it is better to clarify the basic first, and then utilizing AI is helpful. So next thing, it is going to create a delete underscore job. What we will do once it has finished its all tasks, then we'll analyze its code and trying to understand how it is done. Now I finished it is saying what it has done. So I have created all the file for job portal plan, index, post job, job detail, edit job, delete job, config job, everything. So the portal is complete, and basically stay in Bootstrap, everything fine, and the simple job portal is ready. Database setup file is ready. Let's see, does it added other code? No, it has not added other code. Okay, so we can open the portal at this URL. Okay, so let's go to our server and open this portal, and let's see how it is working. So a simple job listing page is already created. Let's test it. Post a job, title web developer, description we are seeking a web developer, and location say in California or in London or say in New York. Okay, the job is listed and the job is posted here. Let's post another job, say digital marketer or digital marketing expert. We are looking for a digital marketing specialist, and say the location is say India. The posts are showing here. Now where is the page where I can edit them? Let's go to our code and see there is a page, edit underscore job, edit underscore job. So this page is redirecting here. So in this action area, we need some buttons that work like an editing button. So let's instruct delete edit index. This index page is more professional. We can integrate this kind of design here. So in this index page, we need to do a little bit of modification. See, some placeholder informations are there. When it creates the initial page, it add this placeholder. So I'm going to insert and you can see there is a connection as well. So look at this. Now look at the more detail. The post job is working, say test1 test, and say location is test. So it is posted in the database. This let me show you the database here. So this one is tested here, this one is added, the ID is 4. So if I place 4, this one is showing. But I want to latest opportunity section. I want to add the job in the latest opportunity section, and this I want to add one more field like salary. And okay, so So I can ask this to Gemini. Check index.php and list the jobs from database on the latest opportunities section. So it is going to review it is going to examine the code. Say yes. So it has edited. Here we see title, location, created everything fine. I have updated the index, company, salary field, and database. Use database and remove the company and salary field and also. Okay, let's see the output. Refresh. Okay, it has removed the salary and company. This is the list. This is the list. But what if I want to add the company and salary? I can do this like a modification, new modification. I'm posting another test 4. So it is working like a CRUD. Now let's go to our manage page like CRUD. In the action section, I need some edit and delete button. So I'm going to ask this to Gemini. From the capability point of view, these tasks are very simple for Gemini. It can do more advanced tasks. Just for learning how it works, I'm showing these basic things. Please add the edit and delete button on the action column. So it is just analyzing the code. I'll let user know how to already in this code. Okay, it's saying already in this code, so it is not visible. The edit and delete buttons are not visible. Change the CSS of the button as they are not visible. So in the previous prompt, I requested to change the CSS of the button, and it has updated the CSS. It has added a front awesome CSS link from CDN and then changed the button. As a result, we can see the buttons are showing like this. Now I can edit test 4 and view and go to this manage page, post this. Everything is working. It's just like a CRUD file application. So I think in the next part of the class, we will try to analyze every code or every line of the code in this simple application, and we'll try to learn PHP in detail. I hope you have learned something new today. See you guys in the next episode.